Good morning. Happy Friday the 13th. Apparently, I was reading this morning that actually Friday the 13th is a very lucky day, and it's very auspicious. But anyhow, whether you're superstitious or auspicious, who knows? So I hope you have had a lovely week, and it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday, is all I can say. So this time next week, I am supposed to be on my way to France for a week. Who knows whether the heck we're going to get there or not, but that's what we're hoping to do. So for the next 2 weeks, this will be recorded because that's just how it's going to be. So today, what we're talking about 5 ways to grow your small business without breaking the bank. Because sometimes when you're trying to grow your business, you're obviously reinvesting money into the business, whether that's on staff or products or product design or marketing or whatever it happens to be. And it's expensive. It's really, really expensive. So how can you do this without actually breaking the bank? So sometimes if we're thinking about this, it's we need to think about the marketing side of things. So analyzing your marketing efforts is really, really important. Fine-tuning those marketing efforts can really help you make use of your marketing budget. If you have a marketing budget, do you have a marketing budget? I hope you do have a marketing budget. But it also means you can achieve a better return on investment, which is what we all want you to do. So taking a look at your marketing strategies that you're putting the most money into and work out which ones are working for you, which ones are driving the sales, etc. for you. Tools like Google Analytics are brilliant. They can help you figure out where your website traffic is coming from. They can allow you to prune your practices so that those that aren't serving the business, aren't bringing in the sales or whatever, are no longer used. Social media tools like there's one called Brain. Gone. Hootsuite, that's it. It can give you a really clear picture on the type of content that engages your audience the most. And that is really, really valuable, but it doesn't cost a fortune. Fine-tuning your website. So an awful lot of business owners, they get their website, and I've done this as well. So you build your website, you get it all up and running, it's all lovely, and then you consider that to be your job done. And if you actually regularly review what's in your website, change it around a bit more, get it more optimized, etc., update it, make sure that everything is absolutely how you want it to be, then that website is likely to work for you. And again, it'll start to be picking up more in the Google Analytics because you'll be able to see exactly what's going on. Make sure things like, it sounds really obvious, that your contact information is correct and visible on every page. Make sure that you can, see if you can, improve your loading times, for example, by compressing images and stuff like that. Because if a website takes a long time to get onto, people give up. Everyone wants things instantaneously. Focus on SEO strategies to find new customers in your local area. Really important. Take advantage of trends. So at the moment, obviously, we are going through a reawakening of the world from COVID, and it's still not necessarily happening. It's sort of going up and down, up and down, and up and down, and nobody knows how long this is going to take. So taking advantage of those trends is a really, really good idea. So in recent years, there's been a really big rise in micro-influencer marketing and a focus on shopping locally due to COVID. So how could you capitalize on that? What could you do that would collaborate? You could collaborate with the micro-influencers. What could you actually do to really show that you are at the heart of the community? Anything you can do, any products you can supply, anything like that? Who knows? Anyhow, upgrading your sales funnel with content marketing. Content marketing is absolutely crucial. God, I use that word a lot. I've really realised that recently. If you generate a lot of leads but relatively few sales, then there's something going wrong in your sales funnel. I've never really understood sales funnels until quite recently. But if you're not filling the top of that funnel with the right kinds of leads, you're not nurturing them appropriately, then they're going to get stuck somewhere in there, in that funnel that you've got. So if you've got the wrong kinds of leads coming in, they're not going to turn into sales. So it's not going to work for you. So what else could you do to convert those leads to do something else that maybe they're not ready to work with you yet, or they're not ready to buy your big product, whatever it happens to be, but they still want to be involved. They still want to be part of your community. So what can you do? What can you sell them that's going to be, it's going to keep them there. It's going to keep them interested. It's going to keep them focused on what you're doing, basically. Number 5 is, obviously, I've got to bring this in somewhere, understanding your finances. Knowledge, as they say, is power. Gaining a deeper understanding of your business's finances will empower you to make better decisions. This is something that I bang on about with my clients so much. If you don't understand them, how are you going to know where the heck they're going, or what they're doing, or what you're spending on anything? If you don't understand them, you can't make them work for you. And that is what you're wanting to do, is make those finances, make those numbers work for you. So using things like cloud accounting software, such as Xero or Sage, or Xero or Free Agent or QuickBooks, don't like QuickBooks that much either, can be really helpful here, because they create really easy to understand reports for you once you know where to find them, and summaries. If you work with an accountant, you need to consult with them regularly. Don't be afraid to ask questions. A great accountant is not just a number cruncher, it's a partner and a guide and somebody who's going to support you. So if you've got questions, ask them, for goodness sake. If they don't want to answer those questions, then think about whether they're a good enough accountant for you. If you've got questions and they're not being answered, you need to. So in summary, growing your business doesn't need to break the bank. You don't need to reinvest masses of money into these things. Start with the small things first and see how you go with those. Often, accelerating small business growth is just a question of literally fine-tuning those practices that you've already got in place. So doing the SEO on your website, making sure that everything's up to date on it. Change a few things on your website, because then Google will look at it when it does its Google's spider bots thingy, whatever they're called. It will look at it in a different way because you've got different words. See if you can add some blogs onto there, things like that. Looking at your sales funnel, seeing exactly what's going on. If something's going wrong in your sales funnel, then tweak it, change it, make it a bit different. Whatever you can do, you can generate much more high quality leads and nurture them to become your paying customers via things like content marketing. But also being agile and responding to local and market trends is really, really important. But as I will bang on again and again, understanding those numbers, understanding your finances is absolutely, I've got to find another word for crucial, imperative, because if you don't understand those numbers, how on earth are you going to grow? So that is my quite a short Friday focus today. I hope you have a lovely weekend. As I say, I won't personally see you next week or the week after, but I will see you after that, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. Bye.